Hi guys, back with another Transformers toy review. This time I'm looking at a third-party piece by DX9 called, I think it's Sonic Wizard, which is their version of a Soundwave. It is a Legends class figure, so he's a little bit smaller than you might expect. So just to show you size comparison, him alongside Hasbro toy. This is Shockwave here. Just to show you size comparison, them side by side. So you can see they're roughly about the same kind of build and height and everything else like that. Similar sort of articulation. Soundwave's a little bit taller than Shockwave, I would say. Yeah, you've got that. And also as well, I did also receive from DX9 as well their versions of Grimlock. So just show you him alongside him. So they all kind of come in the same range, and their Snarl here as well in dinosaur mode. And I'll be doing reviews of them as well. He does come with a few little accessories, so I'll show you those before I go on to the articulation. So he comes with two guns, one which is got a peg on it, and you can fit in this little piece here for his gun. They're supposed to have a piece on the end here, like this. There's little red bits around which you plug it into. Now the other one as well, you're supposed to have one that's got a plug-in and one that doesn't. And then the other one, so I've got, this is just like a test piece, so it's not really complete. And you're supposed to have another piece like this, which plugs onto the end there, onto the end of this one here. So it's come without it, so I've actually got the same ones but without that piece on here. And then the idea is then you have another one like this, which pegs onto the side there, which has that kind of look around here, and it doesn't have this bit sticking out. So at the moment I can't really have the look on the shoulder. I can kind of do it like that, you know, so you've got the look on it, but then I've got this bit sticking out, and it means I can't use the other gun properly. So that's unfortunate, and that is just, you know, a thing with this particular one. That's you know, not a, that's just with this test sample. The other one would be absolutely fine. So just to give you a heads up on that. You'll just get three little mini cassettes. So you've got Ravage here. This is him in his cassette mode. And you've got Ratbat here. He kind of stands up like that, and you can fold him up like so, like that. So this one's a little bit thinner. The Ravage one is a kind of a thicker tape. They can fit in there, his chest. And then you've got Laserbeak here as well. It's got nice little bits of paint on him. Some nice red glossy paint here, silver on here in the back, silver for the tip. Ratbat doesn't have any colour on his face. I think that was the only nitpicky thing on it. But other than that, you've got gold and silver paint in here. And again, with this one, you just fold it in like that, like that. I think probably Laserbeak is probably the best tape out of the lot, I would say. And then you've got this button here. That doesn't actually work, but you can open this up in here, and you've got space to put a little tape. Looks like you can get this one in here. I've not been brave enough to pop it in there without getting out. It looks like you can open up this back section at this bit here, so you could in theory just poke it out through here. But I think you're fairly safe in getting one of these guys in here. You can sort of pop it in there like that. Just close it up in there like that, and you can see him through there. And then if you want to get him out, let's pop this bit open, and looks like you might have to poke them out through the other side here like that, like that, and you can have it like that. So one of these fingers has got like a little, is pointed, so you can have it so he's kind of, I've seen on some of the pictures there where he's put, you know, got his finger up on here. I can't quite get it around on here, but you can have him so he's kind of got this open up, moving out. I think I've also seen some pictures where you can, I'll close this up here. This is see-through plastic, and you've got yellow paint around here and silver on the top here. The other thing as well I saw people do with, well, their own pictures with a rat bat and things like that, is just under this piece here, it's almost like a little section where you can peg them onto things. So you could, in theory, just kind of have him, it's like that, isn't it? Sat on his shoulder, if we can move that around. So that kind of sits on his shoulder like that. You can do that, or you can actually peg them into there, but that gets in the way of his head, and that does actually stop him moving. With the Laserbeak one, you can kind of perch him on his finger a little bit. So you can kind of perch him like that if you want to. So there's that. I'll show you go through the figure properly in terms of all the articulation and everything on here. Head sculpt is really good, just like the kind of cartoon version of him. Really nice. Silver and red used in here, and you can swivel that all the way around. It's on like a bull peg. You can't get any down movement, but you can look all the way up to there if you want to. Silver paint on here, yellow and around here, which is done fine. Got red around here as well. Silver on here, silver in the legs, and yellow in here, which goes around to here for the tape mode on the back. You've got gunmetal grey in here as well, and on the guns you've got red paint in here as well. I'll show you how to transform Ravage, and then I'll transform Soundwave. So we've gone through the other ones. This one's slightly different, so you unfold him like this, and then you kind of twist his legs around like that, so they're out of the way. This bit's going to kind of fold in like that, which is going to be this part of the head. And you can see there's little red eyes in there, so you get these bits in, fold these down like this. You're going to move these around, so he's got little rocket launchers on them. So I mean, you can see he's absolutely tiny, but they've managed to get, you know, a good bit of detail on him like that. And then you just flip out the tail like that, and then you've got your little Ravage. And you know, his legs kind of move all the way around. This bit, these legs move in and out. The tail kind of moves up and down. And there he is, stood next to his little mate there. So it's quite a decent. It's quite diddy, but I think that's fairly accurate. So that's quite cool. It comes with the 3 tapes with it. Obviously, in all these things, I don't have the packaging or the instructions, so I'm just kind of going off what I've got on here. Transform him. You get the head. Flick this in. Close it in like that. These bits come out to the back like so. Oh, let me just go through the rest of the articulation. Sorry, I haven't done all of it yet. Got sidetracked. Arms go all the way around, out like this. Bend here, around here. Fingers, hands move around. You've got like a trigger finger on this one. They're all solid pieces like that. Waist articulation all the way around. Legs all the way out like that. And you do have like a hip skirt here, so you can go kind of partially way forward, and then you stopped at the back here. Knee goes in like that. You kind of got like a double jointed knee. Feet swivel forward, back, and kind of to the side a bit like that. So it's fairly decent. And to transform him, get this done. Fold that bit in. Fold these bits to the back here like this. You're going to swivel this bit around here like that, so you've got all the functions on here, play and everything else like that. And these silver bits want to come around to the front, so you want to bring it through like that. this bit you're going to turn around, peg into there like that, so it's nice and flat. This bit here is going to peg into here, and so you want to kind of fold out these leg pieces here like that, and then they're just going to fold in on themselves, and then you just kind of peg them into here. Make sure it's lined up like that. Same on the other side. Bring it around here, fold this bit round and in like so, and then you're going to kind of fold this bit out here and in to that space there, collapse it in. On the back here, you kind of got the arms like this at this angle here. You do want it so these bits fold in, and what you want to do is, there's a couple of different ways of doing this. You have these bits that sit flush in here, and then these pieces here, so you want to peg that into there, and then the hands actually peg into the bottom of the gun like that, so they kind of keep it all flush. Haven't worked out a place yet to store the gun. So it comes around here. So normally you'd have the other piece on here, and only one would have the peg. This one would be flat. Comes around here, and you just peg that into there like that, and then you are all done. And then you've got his kind of tape mode. Again, you can open this bit up and put your tapes in there if you want to. Entirely up to you how you want to do it, I guess. No, I can't see a place to put the gun, unless you pop it in there or in there at the time. Can't see anywhere where you put it on the other ones, so that bit is kind of loose at the moment. So there he is, and just as another size comparison, here he is with snarl there. Standing up to Shockwave there as well, and here he is with a kind of deluxe or warrior class figure here. So he's Starscream, so you've got that there as well, and that is pretty much it. I think this guy retails for legend figures. They're quite expensive for legend figures. I think they're like £20 or £30, something like that. You know, they are nice looking figures, and I think, you know, if that's the scale you're into collecting, I haven't seen too many Soundwave ones, especially not like a G1 kind of version of him. So I haven't seen too many of those about. So I would say he's worth getting, but it all depends on the price, I guess. You know, what you're kind of willing to pay. He is pretty cool. I do like the all the cassettes and things that come with him. I think that's a neat little addition. For me, you know, spending £20-30 on a Legends class figure seems crazy, but you know, it just depends what you're into collecting, really. I suppose a lot of people would say that just about paying that much just for a Transformer in general. Would say that's too much money. You know, I don't see. I'm just kind of transforming him back just to show you this bit here, because these kind of leg pieces kind of collapse in on each other, if I can get that right. Let's do it on this side. These bits are quite tricky to get out, so you might want to use this just to try and pull it out with, if I can do that. There we go. Same on this side here. Okay. So I just thought I'd transform him back as well, so you can see. Oh, that's the first time that's happened, but just be aware. You can see it's gone on quite tight on there. It's done it on the other one as well. I've tried and transformed a few times, but that is the first time that's happened. It is quite a tight fit in there, so it's unusual that would come out. So let's kind of sort these feet out, these legs out, you have to kind of fold them back in on themselves, like so. Fold that bit down like that, fold that bit up, and then fold this bit down. So it's a bit more tricky getting them back into robot mode. Just there we go, with the legs like that, and then you just fold these bits forward like that, straighten up the legs, and then get hold of the head on the back, just fold that out and in, and there you go. That is DX9's Soundwave, or I can't remember what his name was, Magic something or other, but I'll put all the information down on the link below, as well as a few places where you can pick them up. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you all soon. Bye bye.